Hello students, today we are going to do the format of letter writing. We are going to do both a formal letter and an informal letter, and I need not tell you that we have also done this in the previous sem, but today we will do it in a much more simpler manner. I will also be giving you two letters to write in the formal letter writing format. You have to write the format as well as the content. Please do not miss out the content, and two informal letters as well will be written by you. So today's class is going to just focus on letter writing, the topic letter writing. So we are all aware that at some point of time we have to write formal or informal letter. In today's world we basically resort to emails, but in case we have to write formal emails, that also follows more or less the writing style of letter writing. We know that all letters have a pre-specified format. Everyone has to write business letters of some type or the other once in their lives. More than once, actually. It is important to express the main content of the letter in clear and unambiguous term. Unambiguous, that which leads to no sense of doubt, in a clear manner. In this section, we are going to study the types of formal letters with examples. I'm just going to tell you one pattern and I wish for you to follow that pattern. A formal letter has a format which needs to be followed, because to depict formality in the letter, this format has to be followed to the T in absolute precision. The first is the sender's address, your address. Then leave a line. The entire format is on the left side. The sender's address, then the date, then the name / designation of the addressee to whom you're writing, address of the addressee, salutation, dear, respected. All these forms of greeting someone are called salutation. Then you leave a line and you write subject. Put a colon, write the subject. The subject should not be more than 10 to 15 words. Leave a line, then the main body of the letter. Leave a line, a complimentary close, that is the last line, thanking you in anticipation, looking forward to hearing from you. You have last signature / name of the sender, and in the end you have the designation of the sender. So in all of these, whatever I have said so far, I hope your notebooks are out and you've written it the way that I have said it. Again, I will repeat it. The format of a formal letter is first sender's address, then date, then third name / designation of the addressee, ADDRESSEE. Fourth point, address of the addressee. Fifth point, salutation. Write down in brackets, dear / respected, sir, ma'am. All of these are salutations, SALUTATION, salutation. Then sixth is the subject with a colon. Put in brackets not more than 15 words. Then you have the main body, which has the introduction, content as well as conclusion. Then you have the complimentary closing line. Then you have the signature, and beneath the signature, without leaving the line, you have the designation of the sender. And that is how one writes the formal letter. So I want to see the format of the formal letter in your notebooks. There are different kinds of formal letters. There are letters of enquiry. As the name suggests, this type of letter is the source of collecting information. For example, you want to buy sports equipment, so you write to a sports shop asking them whether they possess these equipments or what kind of equipments do they possess in general. So a letter of enquiry. People usually use a letter of enquiry as one of the most used business letters or formal letter. A letter of enquiry helps a person to have information like some course or job enquiry, prices of services and products, terms and orders, working agreements, etc. So that's what you mean when you say that so and so is a letter of enquiry. The next is order letter. Order letters are also again very interesting when you have to place an order and receive some products. When a buyer needs to order some goods, he writes an order letter to the seller. And there are three parts of this letter. One is the detail of the items or the goods which are being ordered. These should be very clearly specified. Then the second part is the information related to the shipping must be clearly given. How is it supposed to be shipped? What is the shipping location? If there is incorrection here, then problems of procuring the product occurs. An inquiry related to payment. How is the payment going to be taken? Through check, demand draft, etc. I want that one of your formal letters should be an order letter. So I write down the question. You are involved in a new startup. The startup can be of your choice. You will be either ABC or XYZ, and you need new furniture for your startup office. So please write to the manager of a furniture shop asking for an immediate order for the supply of the following set of furniture. And you have to make a tabular format in which you write what kind of furniture you require, what is the quantity of the furniture required, what is the you can even make a column of the amount of price roundabout figure that you're looking for the particular furnitures, and then you give it an ending quotation or an ending line, and then you end the letter stating that you wish to hear from them their quotation as well as a list of the items that they provide. So you can ask for their brochure as well. Then you have a letter of complaint. Suppose you placed an order of some items, the quality promised and the quality of the items received is not the same. What will you do? So you either want to replace them or want your payment back. How can you do so? This is where the letter of complaint comes into play. So when you're writing this kind of letter, one must clearly provide the details of the problems faced, the defect of the product, and what is now to be done, whether you wish for a replacement or you wish for a better product to be sent, or you just wish for the damaged product to be gone from your place and you want a remuneration of it, a refund of it in terms of monetary relief. So this is a letter of complaint. Also the application letter. So I want you to write a letter to a magazine where I wish for you to that you want to be a content writer in a magazine. So write a letter applying for the post of content writer in a magazine of your choice. So that's the other question of formal letters that I wish for you to write down. Remember the format that I have given. All formal letters follow the same format. Remember where to leave the line, where not to leave the line. Only at the end where you sign and in the brackets write down which undersigned authority are you is where you will not leave any space. Otherwise, in all other letters, you will be leaving adequate space. Moving on to informal letters. Informal letters are written to close acquaintances, people known to us, non-strangers. Close acquaintances of the writer, their friends, family, relatives, etc. Since they are written to close relations, the letters have an informal and personal tone. Casual language is used while writing informal letters, and sometimes the letters may even have an emotional undertone. So, casuality or being casual, friendly, not slapstick. So you can be friendly in writing informal letters. Informal letters are mainly used for personal communication. So they do not have to follow a specific pattern of writing or any formal convention of writing. They can be written as per the writer's wish. And that is what makes it a very interesting form of writing, basically what you know nowadays as English, and in the form of emails that you write. However, you will avoid at all times all sorts of casual abbreviations that you use both in formal as well as informal writing. Now, one of the formats of an informal letter which I would like for you to follow has the address and the date on the right hand side. and it is the sender's, it is to whom you are sending that person's address. So that person's address, leave a line, date, leave a line. Now to the left, you write your salutation, put a comma, leave a line. From the next line, you start with your main body. Towards the end, you leave a line. On the left hand side, you write yours lovingly, or just write Aditi, or just write your name. In the exam, you will not be writing your name, you will be writing in loving fondness XYZ, or yours truly is also pretty formal, so you have to look for informal salutation, lovingly yours or truly yours. Missing you so is also a salutation that you can refer to, and there is no specified formats. On the right hand side, to whom you are sending that person's address, leave a line, date, leave a line. Now to the left hand side, dear so and so, comma, leave a line, main body, main contents of the letter, then leave a line. You can just write your name, or you can write the ending compliments as well, and then beneath write your name. Do not write your full name while ending a letter. It's an informal letter, you have to keep it casual, so just your first name. So XYZ is enough. So you have the address, the date, the greeting, salutation, introduction paragraph, body of the letter, then you have the conclusion, then you have that what you call as the signature or your first name. Yes, so the ending salutations are best wishes, kind regards, kindly, lots of love. Please do not write XOXO, or please do not write, like I said, most of your SMS languages in informal letter. That will not be acceptable. Even in writing informal emails, I do not expect you to write colloquial English. The English has to be endearing and warm. It doesn't have to be slapstick and abbreviated or colloquial, extremely colloquial, or SMS language, not allowed. Alright, so the question that I wish for you to do over informal letter is, you will write a letter to your English professor, which is me, and you will be describing me what are the things that you have learnt while staying under lockdown in isolation in the past 15 days or more. So you can write a letter to me. That is the informal letter I want each and every one to write to me, or to an English teacher, to an English professor. So you're write a letter to, let's say, write a letter to any professor that you wish to, or any teacher that you've been taught to in the past, explaining them your thoughtful insights during this period of isolation that you have spent. Follow the format. Please do not text me about what is my address. Make up something of your own. Make your own name also as ABC or XYZ. Give a name to the professor or the teacher that you're sending it to. I will be checking the registers once I come back. So this formally ends our topic of letter writing per se. Now we are left with precis writing as well as pressy writing, as well as there is an entire module of translation, the topic of translation, which I wanted to do with you. It is a big class, and we will do it in given time as well, and after that your modules with me will be over. So we are basically just left with a class on pressy writing, which will again be as short as 14-15 minutes as this one is, and then we will move on to a major chunk of your module, the entire module on translation. That will take up one full class of probably 20-25 minutes. It's a very, very interesting topics, and I'll interrelate it to a lot of things, so it will be interesting and energetic. And I hope in the meanwhile that you're doing all the homework that I'm giving you in these videos. So see you for the next class, students. Bye bye.